Good afternoon to all of you. My name is Paramveer Chakravarti and I work as a senior advisor with Fanshawe College. Today we are here in this virtual session. As we all know, this whole world is going through this global pandemic situation of COVID-19, and all of us are on the same page experiencing the same thing. And that is one of the reasons we are not able to meet our students in person, and that's why we are trying to give or deliver these online sessions so that we can give more and more information to our students about our college, which is Fanshawe College. We can talk a bit about the present situation in the college, the programs which are available, the upcoming intakes, and all those things in details, so that all our students have got the updated information, and then based on their eligibility and interest, they can apply for the programs through Pyramid eServices, and we'll be more than happy to help each and every student, secure a seat at the college for sure. So I'll deliver a small presentation on Fanshawe. We'll start with that. This presentation will be around 25 to 30 minutes long. In this particular presentation, we will be mainly discussing about, we'll start with the COVID-19 situation in Canada and how is Fanshawe College affected by the COVID-19 situation. We'll talk about that. Then we will move into, we'll try to give you some information about Canada as a country, because that's where Fanshawe College is based. From Canada, we move into the province of Ontario and the city of London, because the city of London is where our college is based out of. And then we start discussing about the college. We'll talk about the college, the facilities that are available in the college, the student services that are available in the college. Then we move into the admission requirements of the college. So we'll discuss about everything, right from the IELTS requirements to Duolingo requirements, to what are the general requirements when one to get into the college. And then finally, we will talk about the various pre and post services available to students. So the chat box that you can see, so you can type in your questions in the chat box. What I'll do once the presentation is over, I will try to answer all your questions that you have in your mind, so that all your questions and queries are very much answered altogether. But before I start with the presentation, yes, Amandeep.
Yeah, Paramji, just a small request. You might recall, like we discussed telephonically about the training session that happened. If you can specify, the pointers about September intake programs as well and January intake programs as well, like which ones are open and which one, the team, because we do have our teams as well, so that will help them well to promote it in future as well.
Absolutely, Amandeep. We can talk about those programs, but let the presentation get over, and then I can talk to you about some of the programs that are available.
Sure. Right. All right.
Okay, great. And finally, last but not the least, I'd request all of the students to put your microphones on mute right now, because if you put your microphones on real-time sound, it may be difficult for the others to listen to the presentation. So I'll start with the presentation. First things first, let me give you an overall idea about the COVID-19 update. So Canada is also affected by the COVID-19 situation right now. As of day before yesterday, this is just 2 days old data, there were around 72,000 cases of COVID-19, but there are a lot of recoveries as well, just like here in India. And there are more than 5,000 deaths that happened in Canada. Ontario has around 20,000 plus cases. Ontario is one of the most affected provinces with COVID-19. So there are more than 20,000 cases. And then specifically, if I talk about London and Middlesex area, we have more than 400 cases in that particular area. But the good thing is that out of those 400 cases, there are more than 350 cases who have recovered. So that is actually a very good news altogether. Moving on, Fanshawe College, just like a lot of other institutions, have been very closely monitoring the COVID-19 situation to help the communities, to help the city of Loud. Fanshawe donated entire inventory of safety glasses, gowns, disinfectant, gloves, scrubs, etc. to local health officials so that those things can be used. We have got a program at Fanshawe College called respiratory therapy. The respiratory therapy students were released a couple of weeks early so that they can start working in the field, because we felt that there was very much need for these kinds of students who would be in demand in the field. So we released them, can get the necessary certifications and start working right away. But the good thing with Fanshawe is that the application process for September 2020 as well as January 2021 has not been impacted because of the COVID-19 situation. I think most of you are aware that the May intake was impacted, so we had to defer most of our students from May intake to September intake because some of the programs got cancelled. But there are a lot of programs which we started online, so some students were able to start their first semesters of May intake online as well from their home country. So, but there are a lot of students who have been moved to September. But as of now, we do not have any kind of updates about the September 2020 and January 2021 intake, because the college feels that September intake is still quite far. We have 3.5 months in hand. So before the September intake starts, things will fall in place, and we'll be able to start things very much, on time, and regular, classes will be able to start before September. But again, you never know if the situation gets worse. As I've already told you, the college is very closely monitoring the situation. So if there are any kind of changes, especially for students who have already applied to September intake, you do not have to worry about that. You will be given all kinds of updates well in advance so that, you can act accordingly. So whether it's, delivering of programs online, or whether there is any kind of situation where you may have to, your application may have to defer to the next available intake, like all the options will be given to the existing students for September 2020 so that they can make their decisions accordingly. Now, after COVID-19, we would like to talk a bit about Canada as a country. Canada is actually the second largest country of the world. It is a huge country. India, we know, is the 7th largest country of the world. India is also quite huge. But if you compare land area of India to Canada, there will be 3.5 India that will be needed to cover the land area of Canada. That's how big the country is. So, but look at the population. The population of Canada is just around 36 million, which is nothing. And that is one of the reasons why Canada as a country is looking for more and more immigrants, more and more international students, so that these students can go complete their studies and start contributing to the economy. And then maybe in the long term, they become permanent residents and then end up being citizens in that particular country as well. Canada as a country has got 10 provinces and 3 territories. A lot of students or a lot of newcomers who are researching of Canada, they think Canada is made up only 3 or 4 cities, maybe Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Calgary, but it's not like that. It's a huge country with 10 provinces and 3 territories. On the western part, we have provinces like British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. In the middle part of Canada, we have got 2 big provinces, Ontario and Quebec. The eastern part has got 4 provinces, Newfoundland, Labrador, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. There in the northern part, we have got 3 territories, Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut as well. Ontario is the province where we are based, where Fanshawe College is based. Ontario, the capital of Ontario is Toronto. The national capital of Canada, which is Ottawa, is also there in the province of Ontario as well. But we, Fanshawe College, we are based out of the city of London. London is a very strategically put city. It is one of the fastest growing cities of Canada. It is the 4th largest city of Ontario, and the 11th fastest growing city of Canada. The population of the city of London is around 500,000 in the metropolitan area. As I've already told you, the city is very strategically placed. It is exactly 2 hours from the city of Toronto and Niagara Falls. And then on one side and on the other side, we have got the city of Detroit in the US as well. London is very diverse because they say around 22% of the population in the city of London are made of mechanics, and there are more 40 different languages which is spoken in the city of London as well. London is also known for trees and 330 plus kilometer of walking and biking trails with 470 plus parks in the city of London and in and around it as well. Cost of living is also very much less. That's why a lot of students you will see, they will complete their studies at Fanshawe College in London and will end up settling in the city of London as well. So the cost of living for an average 2-bedroom apartment is around $1,087. London is also very well connected via flights, trains, buses. So there is an international airport in the city of London. There are via trains which connects London to other cities, and there are Greyhound bus services which are available in the city, which connects to all the other cities in and around London as well. London is also home to a lot of Canadian as well as international companies, like head offices of companies like Labatt, Canada Life, 3M, General Dynamics, Cami, Toyota, StarTech.com are based out of the city of London. And it is also the hub of a lot of industries. For example, it is considered to be the hub of food industry, digital creative industry, health, manufacturing, and professional scientific services as well. So you will find a lot of companies in these areas in the city of London as well, which is excellent. Apart from that, London as a city has got 66 plus public schools. There are 4 major hospitals and a number of walk-in clinics. So any health issues, there is all these hospitals and clinics to take care of you. And a lot of students think that, oh my God, London is not a very big city. I'm going to a very small city. Will it have a lot of entertainment or not? I'd like to tell you, there are 55 plus live music venues in the city of London. There are 15 plus festivals throughout the year, such as Sunfest. Canada's second largest outdoor festival is held in the city of London. So a lot of entertainment stuff. And then, in terms of sports as well, London as a city is doing quite good. It has got the best semi-professional sports teams in Canada, like London Knights hockey team is there, London basketball team is there. And, that way, sports-wise, it's also doing quite great. Now, as I've already told you, Fanshawe College is based out of the city of London. This is a huge college. So if you go to the main campus of Fanshawe College, or if you ever visit the main campus of Fanshawe College, which is in the city of London, it is 110 acre long. Fanshawe College is one of the public funded or government funded institutions of Canada, which was opened in the year 1967. You should keep in mind that Canada as a country is also very new. It is just 150 years old. So if you compare Canada with Fanshawe College, Fanshawe is more than 50 years old. We are in our 53rd year. That means, it has got a history, a name, fame, and a brand name of itself altogether. So if you are a Fanshawe graduate, and when you go to the labor market and tell employers that I've completed my studies in Fanshawe or at Fanshawe College, they will know what Fanshawe College is all about. We have over 30 interconnected buildings in the main campus, and there are more than 21,000 full students studying at Fanshawe, with around 7,500 international students, 104 books. So that's what Fanshawe is huge. In the city of London itself, we have got 4 campuses. So our main campus is at the Oxford Street. That's where the main campus is. Thus, next to the main campus, we have got the Center for Applied Translated Programs. Then, in and around the downtown area, we have got the London downtown campus, where there are two buildings. There's a building which is delivering different programs around digital and performing arts, and there's a building which has programs related to tourism, hospitality, culinary arts, and a lot of IT programs as well. And then recently we have also started up a new campus in the southern part of the city, which is called the London South Campus, where we are delivering our 2 years postgraduate diploma programs, and there are some 1 year PG programs as well. And finally, last but not the least, we have one more campus near the airport, which is called the London Aviation Campus, where we are delivering a lot of our aviation related programs. So these are some of the pictures of our different campuses. As I told you, this is the picture of the Fanshawe Center for Applied Transportation Technologies. Downtown campus, the first building of the downtown campus, as you can see. This is the second building of our downtown campus, where we are delivering our digital and performing arts programs. And this is the picture of our aviation center, the Norton Wolf School of Aviation Technology, where you can work with real-time aircrafts, so which is considered to be very, very good. And finally, last but not the least, this is our newly introduced London South Campus, where we have all these 2 years PG programs like business management, business and information systems architecture, healthcare administration management, and our 1 year PG programs like agribusiness management, retirement residence management, which are delivered in this particular assessment. Apart from all the 4 campuses, the city of London, we have 3 regional campuses in and around the city of London. These regional campuses are somewhere between 45 minutes to 130 minutes from the city of London. So there is a regional campus in the city of Simcoe, Norfolk. There's a regional campus at St. Thomas, Elgin, and Woodstock and Oxford as well. So from time to time, you will see we deliver some of our undergrad and postgraduate programs in these regional campuses as well. So that's all about the campuses at Fanshawe. But it's very important to know about how learning happens at Fanshawe College. Learning at Fanshawe College is very, very much practical. So 99% of the programs that you see that are being delivered at Fanshawe College are job-ready programs, hands-on programs, and which can be quite helpful and beneficial. So Fanshawe believes in project-based learning. There are a lot of in-class and take-home assignments. And again, international students from India should keep this point in mind, that it's not about just semester examinations. You complete the semester, write your semester examinations, pass the exam, and then you go ahead to the next semester. It will not be like that. On a regular basis, you will get a lot of assignments, and you carry a lot of credit points on submitting those assignments. So you should make sure you submit your assignments on time. The best part with the college is the professors who teach at Fanshawe College, they are industry experts, so which is excellent. So any kind of changes that is happening within the industry, any kind of updates, they'll be able to give you everything. And finally, last but not the least, as you can see, there are program development developed based on the industry feedback. So any kind of program or any kind of new program that is being introduced at the college, firstly, they will always take the feedback from the industry, and then if the industry professionals say that okay, fine, this is a good program, if the students complete the program, chances are quite high that they will be able to get a job, then only that particular program is introduced at the college. State of art facilities, again, very much up to date at Fanshawe College. People or students or our partners who have visited Fanshawe College, they were all awestruck looking at our state-of-art facilities. So we have got 4 radio stations in the college. There is television production studios, simulation labs with computerized mannequins, hangar at London International Airport with real aircrafts as well. So a lot of these things. So 99% of our programs are practical, which means 30% of the programs will be theoretical, the rest 70% will be very, very much practical. And that is one of the reasons why Fanshawe leads in graduation and employment rate. As far as the recent OCA surveys is concerned, the employment rate of Fanshawe is 90.3%, which means 90.3% of our graduates end up getting a job related to their occupation in 6 months of the program. And similarly, the International Student Barometer also says that Fanshawe number 2 out of 199 institutions in the world for overall learning experience. So students who have completed their studies at Fanshawe, their overall learning experience has been excellent in the college as well. Moving on, some more programs. We have got English for academic purposes, but these programs are not available for international students from India, because international students from India write their IELTS and go there. So they are not needed to take up this English for academic programs. Now, moving on to the next point, this is very, very important: admission process and admission requirements. So at Fanshawe, we have got both undergrad programs. Undergrad level, we have 1-year certificate programs, 2-year diploma programs, 3-year advanced diploma programs, and 4-year bachelor's degree programs. Now, the general requirements for all our undergrad programs, except for the 4 years bachelor's degree programs, would be 50% in your core subjects, and we need overall 6, not less than 6, to be your academic IELTS score, and then you will be eligible to apply for our programs. Now, we have got a lot of undergrad programs in our college which are technology-based courses, like where you need to have a science background, like PCM, physics, chemistry, mathematics. So if you're applying for any technology or engineering related programs, you need to have 50% in your core subjects, physics, chemistry, maths, but separately we need 50% in your mathematics as well. So this is a broad idea. But for those students who want to apply for their 4 years undergrad bachelor's degree programs, the 4 years undergrad bachelor's degree programs are also quite good, but the requirements are a bit on the higher side. So if you plan to apply for any of our BCom programs, like BCom in digital marketing, BCom in management, BCom in human resource, we will need 65% in your grade 12, and we'll need mathematics as a subject, and you need to score 65% in mathematics as well. Apart from that, we have 4 years bachelor's degree programs like environmental design and planning, where you do not need mathematics. It's a 4-year bachelor's degree program that you can apply for. There is one for interior design as well, 4 years bachelor's degree. So you can also look, or you can ask your students to apply for these programs, or students can also apply for this 4 years bachelor's degree program. The only thing is that the IELTS requirements and the overall requirements is a bit on the higher end. So with 1+1 year programs, you can take 2 programs, 2 PG programs, one after the other. That way you study for 2 years and you get up to 3 years of work permit as well. Or you can directly apply for a 2-year program, you get up to 3 years of work permit. When you are a student at Fanshawe College, you are officially allowed to work for 20 hours a week. So you can do part-time jobs for up to 20 hours a week. And in the city of London, there are part-time jobs available within the campus and out of the campus as well. But again, one more thing, one more suggestion: you are not going to Canada to do part-time work. You're going to Canada to complete your studies. So do not try to look for a part-time job the day you land in Canada. New country, new set of rules and regulations. Please give yourself some time and then you start for jobs. And do not expect, to get a job as well, a part-time job. So that's also going to take some time. Now, moving on to the Fanshawe Cares services. Fanshawe Cares also provides you with a lot of services. There are pre-arrival and post-arrival services. So in terms of pre-arrival services, when you land in Canada, whether you are landing in Toronto at the Pearson International Airport in Toronto, or you are landing at the London International Airport, we have complimentary airport services where there will be a representative of Fanshawe waiting for you at the airport. That person will, greet you, and there is a complimentary bus services. So you'll be put in the bus, and that bus will take you to the city of London. If you have already booked an accommodation, you can provide the address. They will take you directly to that accommodation. Or else, if you do not know anybody in London, if you're moving to London for the first time, Fanshawe College can also arrange you for 2 nights of complimentary stay. If you have started your studies at the college, there are immigration advisors. For example, if you want to extend your study permit, we have 3 full-time immigration advisors working in the college, so they can help you and guide you. If you plan to apply for your postgraduate work permit, they can also help you with the same. There are exchange coordinators. For example, if you're looking for exchange programs, or at the end of the day, if you have any queries or concerns around programs, like if you want to add a second program, if you are confused with a particular program, if you want to change a program, we have student life coordinators. So these student life coordinators are excellent. They will be your go-to person. Please get in touch with them, and they can again help you with all your queries and concerns. Now, coming to the fees part, the approximate fees for all of our programs is somewhere between $16,000 to $18,000, which should be somewhere around 8.5 to 9 lakh rupees in Indian currency. But when you pay these fees, apart from your tuition part, these fees will also include your health and dental insurance. So that will be covered when you're studying in the college. It will also include your bus pass within the city of London. So you'll get your student ID card that will act as your bus pass. You do not have to pay when you're traveling within the city of London. You will get all these Fanshawe Cares arrival services, which I talked about. There is computer lab access that you can also take advantage of. Student services, and you'll also get access to the new wellness center and athletics, gyms, all the indoor sports, and all those kinds of things that are all included in the fees, and you can take advantage of that in the college itself. Now, coming to the accommodation part, yes, Fanshawe College can help you find accommodation. So the college has got its own residences and homestays as well. So you can book a homestay where you can live with a Canadian family, or there are on-campus residences in the form of separate houses and apartments. You can also book those. But what I've seen with Indian students generally prefer to book or rent an accommodation off campus, where they can stay with their friends, because that way they are independent, they can do whatever they want to, and it becomes easier for them as well. And because London is very much a student-friendly city, finding an accommodation in the city is not too much of a problem altogether. Coming to the scholarships part, Fanshawe College doesn't offer any kind of scholarships when you initially apply for a program at Fanshawe, but if you perform excellently well, then you may be eligible for some kinds of awards or rewards. So that is also possible. So once you've started with the program, if you do very good, you may be eligible. But do not think it will be a complete wave off. There will be some awards or rewards that will be given. Now, post-arrival services in terms of getting jobs, because that is a big question, and that is one of the main reasons why you are going to Canada and why you are studying there. At the end of the day, the main aim is to get a job. So your step to get a job gets started at Fanshawe College the day you arrive and the day you register with the college. Fanshawe College has got its own new feature called Fanshawe Works program, which is considered to be excellent. So if you're landing in the college, 5 to 7 days in advance of starting off your courses, Fanshawe College runs this program called Fanshawe Works, where they can work with your resumes, cover letters, give you real-time updates about the Canadian workplace culture, etiquettes, and all those kinds of things. So you'll get all kinds of information related to that. So that's what Fanshawe Works is. It's complimentary. Any student can go and participate in the Fanshawe Works. And the feedback that you receive from students is helpful when you start for part-time jobs as soon as you arrive in Canada. Apart from that, Fanshawe College has got its complete career services department, which can help you with job search assistance, employment readiness programs, resume workshops, just like these, education fairs that you attend here in India. Our career services department arranges employment fairs where you get the opportunity to meet employers, talk to them. Hi, Deepika, how are you? Please
Hello,
tell me.
sir. Yeah, sir. I just want to know about some PG diplomas in commerce stream and about its requirement.
Okay. Deepika, as you have completed your bachelor's degree in commerce, we have a lot of postgraduate diploma programs for commerce students in the area of business and management. So there are 1 year as well as 2 years programs. And all of them are PG programs. I'll tell you about some of the programs and you can choose the program that interests you. Okay. So we have a 1 year program like project management, operations management, international business management, business analysis. If you're looking for finance related programs, we have a program called Professional Financial Services, which is a program related to investment banking. We have a program called Professional Accounting related to auditing, core auditing and accounting. There is something called Insurance and Risk Management. which is again, related to the insurance and risk management industry of Canada. Agri-business management is also there. Human resource management is also there. These are all 1-year postgraduate diploma programs for commerce students. Apart from that, we have got a 2-year postgraduate diploma program, which is called business management. This is a complete business program which covers all aspects of business. That's why it's 2 years long, and it is equivalent to an MBA program, but it's a postgraduate diploma in business management. So the requirements for all these programs would be 60% in your graduation, and we need academic IELTS of overall 6.5 and not less than 6, and you will be eligible to apply for the program. If you do not have academic IELTS because of the COVID-19 situation, do not worry. You can also get apply through Duolingo scores. We need Duolingo score of somewhere between 125 to 130.
And sir, what is the difference between selecting 1-year diploma and 2-year PG diploma, and what's the benefit?
1-year PG diplomas are specialized programs. That's why they are just 1 year long. For example, if you want to understand about marketing management, so it's just 1 year. Within 1 year, you will learn everything about A to Z of marketing. That's why it's just 1 year. But on the other hand, if you go for a 2-year program like a business management, that will cover all aspects of business, right? From marketing to sales, to supply chain, to operations, to project management and whatnot. Everything will be covered. That's the difference. Plus, 1 year of studies in Canada always gives you up to 1 year of work permit. 2 years of studies will give you up to 3 years of work permit. But if you want to do 2 specialized programs, as I told you in the presentation as well, you can do those integrated programs as well, 1 plus 1 year programs, which you can study for 2 years and you get up to 3 years of work.
Okay, and the last question is the distance colleges from India are accepted?
We do accept distance colleges, but very limited ones. We accept IGNOU and Delhi University and Mumbai University. That's it.
I have actually done AMCOM from IGNOU. So that's why I was just.
That's fine. We can accept that. But bachelor's, was it a regular one?
Yeah, bachelor was in regular, and it was. I think there should be a gap of 3 to 4 years, but that I have coped up with some sort of job in finance, in banking industry.
Okay, but just keep one more point in mind. If a student has an academic gap of more than 2 years, then he or she is not eligible for undergrad programs. And if a student has got an academic gap of more than 5 years, then he or she is not eligible for any of our PG programs.
But my recent research
from IGNOU will accept it.
Okay, that was the main doubt, that IGNOU is acceptable or not. That I have confirmation about them. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
IGNOU is acceptable. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Next we name as Amandeep Kaur.
Hello, Amandeep. How are you?
Hello, sir. I want to ask you about the engineering programs that are mostly related to physics.
Are you looking for PG programs in engineering or UG programs in engineering?
So your voice is not audible.
My question is, are you looking for undergrad programs in engineering or in engineering?
Graduate programs. I have done my master's in physics.
You have done your master's in physics. Okay. Look, we do not have engineering specific programs for those who have completed their master's in physics, but there is one program that I can suggest you. It's a PG program specializing in drone technology. It is called Remotely Piloted Aerial Systems Commercial Operations. That is the name of the program. RPS. You can go to the site and check the details of the program. This is a program where we accept physics honors graduate or master's degree holders in physics. 50 in your master's degree, we need overall 6.5, not less than 6, and you will be eligible for this particular RPS.
I have completed my master's in 2018 and after a DCA course in computers.
What kind of program are you interested in? So I think RPS would be a good program. You can do RPS in your first year, and second year you can do project management. which can be a very good combination. First year you learn about the drone technology. Second year you can do project management. That way you are studying for 2 years, and you are eligible to get up to 3 years of postgraduate.
And what kind of project management?
Project management is not a very specialized program. It is a very general program. So it actually teaches you how to manage projects globally. So nowadays when you work for an employer, it's always client based. The client will give you a project. So when you do the project management program, it teaches you how to manage the entire program, right from start till the end. So how to manage the program, how to manage budgets for that particular project, how to hire people for the particular project, how to implement the project, and how to end the project. Plus it also prepares you for the EMP certification, which you can clear. It's an international certification that is very much in demand across the world.
Okay. There is any other programs like I'm also interested in airspace or aeronautics and in nanotechnology.
We do have aerospace related programs, but for those programs we want someone who has done 4 years of engineering degree, either in aerospace or aeronautical or related areas.
And
so you'll not be eligible for the program.
Yes, and other programs like in nanotechnology.
Sorry, we do not have any program related to nanotechnology as of now.
As I'm applied in any kind of maths program.
No, we do not have mathematics related program either. But
So
if you
I have
want,
only one option.
No, I can give you a couple of other options. You can apply for a program called business analysis. That has got a lot of, it's not a direct mathematics related program, but that program has a lot of things related to mathematics as well. So you can apply for this particular program as well. Business analysis.
Business analysis.
Yeah, business analysis is a 1-year program, which is all about, playing with numbers, data, stats, and things like that. If you really like it, you'll be eligible to apply for the program.
Okay, so I have only 2 options.
Right now. Other than that, I can offer you business programs, but that doesn't make sense altogether. With your technical background, getting into a business program doesn't make sense.
Amandeep.
All the best, Amandeep. Hi, Navpreet. How are you?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
All right, great. Tell me, Navpreet, how can I help you?
Sir, I have applied for the PG diploma, that is Agri-Business Management, but I didn't get any response from the last 2 months from the Fanshawe College.
Which intake have you applied with us? This particular program?
Sir, September 2020.
September? The issue is that the program is right now closed for September intake, and this has happened because of the COVID-19 situation. All our May intake students had to be shifted to September intake. So that's why the program has got closed, and I think that is the reason why you have not been getting any updates, as the program is right now closed. So, but still, if you drop me an email with your student ID, I can check your application status and update you. But do not worry, you can defer your application, or you can change your intake to the next one, and we'll be able to process your application for January intake.
Okay, sir.
So please tell your counselor to get in touch with us, and we'll be able to help you further.
Sir, I got also the student ID from the Fanshawe College.
Would you like to share that with me?
Yes, that is 1012.
Give me 1 minute. Yes, Navpreet, I've checked your status. The issue is the same. Your application is yet to be processed because the program is already full. So please ask your counselor to change the intake once the January intake opens up, and then we'll be able to process your application accordingly.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. All the best, Navpreet.
Okay, thank you.
The next one is Kashish Verma.
Hello, Kashish. How are you?
Hi, sir. Kashish this side. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please tell me your question.
Okay, sir. Actually, I'm looking for undergraduate programs in medical stream.
Okay, what is your background?
I have completed my secondary education. Just I have given my exam, 12th exams.
With physics, chemistry, biology, right?
Yes, I have mathematics as my additional subject also.
Okay. But you are
Yes.
looking for medical programs.
Yes.
Okay. I'll tell you about some of the undergrad medical programs that we have, but Fanshawe College has got very limited options in medical. So there is a program called Office Administration Health Services that you can apply to a college. So that's a 2-year diploma program that we have in our college, where we need 50% in your grade 12 core subjects, and we need academic IELTS of overall 6, not less than 6. You can also apply for a program called Fitness and Health Promotion, which is again a 2 years undergrad diploma program, where we need 50% in your core subjects and 65% in biology as a subject, and academic IELTS should be overall 6, not less than 6. And other than that, you can any day apply for our regular human services programs, like early childhood educator. You can apply for social service worker, development service worker, personal support worker. Those kinds of programs you can apply with us.
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, one note that I don't expect more than 50% in mathematics, as it was my additional subject. So, can I go for any computer course?
Absolutely, yes. We have 5 programs in computers where we just need 50% in your mathematics. If you have 50%, you will be eligible. So core subject should be 50% and math should be separately 50%. And then you can apply for our computer science programs. So we have a program called Computer Programmer Analyst, which is a 3 years advanced diploma program. There's a program called Computer Systems Technology, 3 years advanced diploma. There is a program called Cyber Security, 3 years advanced diploma. And then there is a program called Computer Systems Technician, 2 years diploma, and Internet Applications and Web Development, which is again a 2 years diploma. So you will be eligible to apply for any of our computer science programs. The IELTS requirements remains the same, and if you get 50%, yes, you are most welcome to apply.
Okay, sir. Can you suggest which course would be suitable for me?
Look, frankly speaking, it all depends on your interest. If you really like IT programs, I would suggest to go for IT programs, because anything, whether you want to become a software designer or a programmer, or you want to work more towards the technology side of it, towards the system side of it, any kind of IT programs are very much in demand in Canada. So if you really like working with IT, I think, and if you have got 50% in mathematics, IT can be a good option. And so are health related programs, but because we have got very limited options, that's why I'm telling you IT programs can be a very good option for you. But you should like those. That's the thing.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. All the best, and please be in touch with your counselor for more and more information about the different programs.
Yeah, of course. All right. Bye.
Kashish, with which branch of Pyramid are you connected?
Sir, Ludhiana branch.
Ludhiana. And your counselor name?
Parveen.
Parveen.
Yes, Parveen.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, Jaspal. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi, Jaspal. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
So, Jaspal, tell me, how can I help you today?
Sir, I just want to inquire about the transport facilities of the college. Is there any bus connection outside the city of the London from the college site?
No, there is no bus facility as such outside the city of London. Within the city of London, as I've already told you, you get your student ID card, which will act as a bus pass. The city is well connected by city buses. Again, the other thing is that, Jaspal, I would also like to suggest you, it will be difficult if you're staying in a different city, and if you plan to come to London and study there, it becomes really, really difficult, especially in winters, because there'll be a lot of snow. Sometimes the buses are closed and things like that, so it becomes difficult. From where are you planning to come? Which city?
Sir, actually my friend is living there in Brampton, and she will pick me from the airport, so that's why I was thinking.
No, first time it's okay. So if your friend is picking you up from Brampton, and then from Brampton if you go to Fanshawe College, that's perfectly fine. But do not stay in Brampton, and then you cannot go back and come from Brampton to London every day, because it takes 2 hours.
Yes.
So that is not possible.
Okay, sir.
You have to
Sir,
stay in
one question
London.
more.
Yes, please.
Okay. Sir, what will be the career opportunities after doing the agribusiness management program in your college, as I have took admission in that?
Agri-business management is one of the programs which is very much in demand in Canada, and as the program says, agri-business management. It is not a very technical program. It is all about it. This program will teach you how to manage agri-businesses. Canada is a country where there are a lot of agricultural businesses that are available, but what has been seen that people are not able to run their agri-businesses properly because they are still following those traditional methods. So they have poultry farms, they've got agricultural farms, they've got dairy farms. They are huge, but they need people with some kind of business sense and some kind of technical background. And they're looking someone with an amalgamation of two, so that these guys can join those organizations and manage the whole business altogether. So I think there is good demand for anything related to agriculture in the country of Canada.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Pyramid. Visa for a better life.